Hello there, beautiful gods and goddesses of your reality. I wish I'd have bought my shades, guys. It's really powerful, this sun is today, and considering it's only the 1st of April, it's really hot, guys. But I haven't got my shades, so I've got to do this dodgy manoeuvre here with my hands. It's so bright and hot. But I wanted to further on from what I was talking about today when I was on my walk this morning, and I want to just quickly touch on kind of how disappointed I've always been growing up with females, in the sense of I've always found relationships with females quite challenging. I find that relationships with men are a lot more simple, and I don't mean romantic love, I mean friendships, in the sense that I find men a little bit more honest in their approach sometimes. And as I've got slightly older and I've realised certain things, I realise that it's very much, for me, I feel like it's a generational thing. Whereas I think my mum's era were slightly more forgiving and welcoming of women, and probably more so the generations before that. But it seemed like my generation, in the 80s, 90s, and definitely the younger generation, females aren't very nice with each other. I find that they can be very catty and very jealous, and it's quite saddening to me, because I've always been the type of female. For one, I was a tomboy, so I didn't quite get females that well anyway growing up, because they were just like a rare breed to me, where, you know, it was strange their way, like with females way, and I'm a female, so like, and saying that seems bizarre. I got into having relationships with females as I grew into myself and I developed. But however, I do feel that my experiences with girls, they tend to be quite catty, and it's quite sad, the experience that I've had, especially with groups of girls. And how I'm turning this around now. For me, I literally only have females in my life now who are empowering and uplifting and want to elevate, instead of wanting to keep everybody. Because what I feel is, a lot of the time females want to keep everyone on their level, and especially if it's in a group. And if you try to elevate yourself out of that group, and you can use this in your with your family members as well. There's you know, this goes on, but I think definitely in female friendships, it's almost like, as long as you're towing the line or you're acting a certain way, then you can be part of the group. But as soon as you start elevating yourself, or moving away from a certain viewpoint with the group, it seems that you're shunned. And I've always felt that this has been sad, and it's something that I've always had. It's always been an issue for me, and I've had to move away from groups of girls for these very reasons, because I'm just too strong, and it's just the way it is. Like, I can't be controlled, I can't be mind effed. And you know, I'm a Sigma female, I'm a Sigma woman, which means that I'm very much in my own frame. I've got my own way of doing things, and I won't adjust myself to fit in to what society or what a group of girls or anyone desires for me. That's my job. But it's not. I'm not talking just with doom and gloom here. I'm talking because I actually see, so I've come to Spain, and this is so typical of being in Spain for me, and the difference. Like the women in Spain are a lot more embracive of each other. Females, I don't know about like the real young generation, because I'm not around the real young generation, but what I see is like people my age or slightly older, the females, they are so embracive of other females, and the reason for that is they don't look at a female as a threat. And this is what we do in the UK, for example. Probably, you know, the US the same, I should imagine. These, you know, sort of, you know, Australia may be the same, but females are catty with each other and don't give each other compliments, and I find that quite alien. And it's something that I've always struggled with, because I've always felt very comfortable giving compliments to females and making them my best mates in the toilet, and wanting to be nice, and I haven't really felt that is being reciprocated. And so I want you to understand, if you're going through this as a female and you feel that you have to bend yourself in any sort of way, you don't. You have to just keep being you. You have to keep giving love and keep giving compliments if that's you, and just watch as the chips fall, and just watch how being and standing in your own energy means that you'll always win, and you'll always manifest the people who are on your vibration. For me now, I definitely wouldn't ever have a group of girls as my friends anymore. It's something that just doesn't give me joy. I like spending time with my good friends individually. I'm not saying I won't go out with a group of friends, my friends, but not a group of girls where it's kind of, you know, keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with appearances, got to be carbon copies of each other. We don't need to do that as females. I don't know why we feel like we have to compete in that way. It's another facet of it, you know. So stand strong. If you feel that it's not giving you joy, and you have to always put on a pretense, and you feel like you can't embrace other females the way you actually want to, it's not a you issue, it's a them issue. So I just wanted to do a quick one anyway, because that's been my experience over here. I just feel like the females are just amazing, you know, and I hope the younger females in Spain continue with that same ethos, because it's very attractive. Anyway, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Sending you a kiss.